Hello everyone, my name is Ajayta and welcome to my channel Know About Literature. Today is my first class and I'll do my best in researching in all the topics which are included in the UGC NET and the sets. Your motivation and your support are very essential for me for further researching in all the topics. So, without wasting our time, we shall start our topic. Today's first topic is British literature. In British literature, we are going to study an Old English or the Anglo Saxon period. Old English or the Anglo Saxon period was the earliest recorded form of the English language. It was spoken in England and the southern and eastern part of the Scotland in the Middle Ages. There are no much evidences of this age. Two authors which have written on the migration of the Anglo-Saxon. First author was the Gildas. He was a British monk from the 6th century. He was a religious polemic. His famous book was De Excidio et Conquesto Britannia. He has written about the Anglo-Saxon migration as well as the bloodshed what they have done on the Britons. Another important author of this age was a Saint Bede, Venerable Bede. He was an English monk. He was a scholar. He is known as the father of English history. In his famous book, Ecclesiastical History of the English People, he has written about the Anglo-Saxon migration. There were 3 tribes which came from Germany and the Denmark. There were Angles, Saxons and the Jutes. About these migrations, Saint Bede took reference from Gildas' work. The natives of the England were known as the Britons. The Anglo-Saxons who came to Britons, they have divided into 7 kingdoms, and they were Anglia, Essex, Saxus, Wessex, Kent, Mercia and the Northumbria. This age is known as the Dark Age, as there was no literary work. If at all there, very few. And because of the oral transmission, it has been lost, as the people were very busy in the battles. The Old English literature refers to the poetry and the prose from 7th century to 1066. The earliest poetry was Caedmon's hymn. It is known as the oldest and the earliest poetry. There were 3 types of poetry during this period. One is the heroic poetry, religious poetry, lyrical poetry. Anglo-Saxons' religion wasn't Christianity. They were the pagans. Pagans in the sense they did not believe in any god. Saint Augustine in 597 AD made them Christian. During this period, songs were very common, and the most important literary work of this period was the Beowulf. It is a heroism, and the author of the Beowulf is anonymous. There are 4 manuscripts of this period. The extra book, the Junius book, Vercelli book and the Beowulf manuscript. The extra book consists of 131 poems. The Seafarer and the Wanderers were very important, and many modern writers they translated these poems. These 2 poems consist of life problems and the challenges faced by the common people. The most important literary devices used by the poets in Old English were metaphor, caesura, kenning, and alliteration. Prose also has been written during this period. It was King Alfred started to write prose. King Alfred was a king of Wessex. He protected England from the downfall, who were continuously invaded by the Danes, and he promoted learning of literacy. He spent several years in invasion with Vikings. So he made an agreement with Vikings. He divided England into Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings. He still found time to devote himself in learning Latin and producing books in English. King Alfred wrote first substantial English law codes. This was the introductory part of the Old English or Anglo-Saxon period. In the next class, we will study about the poems.